got our piece that we cut, and what are you going to do now?
I'm actually going to expose this, David. I'm going to expose the film, and it always helps just to use a little bit of the soapy water solution on your fingers because your fingers impart that oil. So I just get my fingers wet.
Okay.
Then I separate the film from the
so
release liner.
So you get your fingers wet, and then you're just pulling it apart just like that.
And here's our product. Here's the product that we want to install.
Okay.
And I'm pulling off the release liner now. It's
release liner's on the back.
It's not perfectly cut. We cut it in such a way that it was going to overlap some of the frame. Now I'm spraying it.
Why are you spraying it?
Because this acts as the adhesive activant, and this will actually make the adhesive somewhat sticky, but allow it to slide onto the window. And now I'm going to get my two corners because of these knobs, and most people will face this same challenge. I'm going to get these two edges slid under with my good cut under those knobs, so we can have a nice tight fit up against the glass right there.
Oh, nice.
And as you see, we're down. We've got plenty of time. It's down.
So you have time to move it around and adjust it if you have to.
And that's because of the soapy water. And I'm adjusting it now because I see there's a little bit of a gap here that I don't like necessarily, and I want to make it a little tighter. And that soapy water allows us to move the film. And if you feel it kind of seizing up, or tightening up, the way is you spray a little bit more of the soapy water dilution behind the film.
So if it doesn't get the way you want, just spray more. Okay.
Just spray some more. And again, we're going to make it a little closer, and I think that looks really good right now. So right now we're almost ready to do a rough squeegee down, and I'll show you how to do that, and a trim.
Okay. Now what are you going to do next?
So at this point, really, I want to introduce the blade. You can use any snap-off blade. Obviously, the professionals like something that's going to last and really feels good in their hand for a long time. But you can buy these type of snap-off blades at any hardware store. This one happens to be called an OLFA, O-L-F-A, and they're really one of the best in the industry. But what I want to show people is you can get these materials or these items to install almost anywhere. Get one of these from your local hardware store. I'm going to use actually my AAA card, and I'm going to show you how to install the film using this as a guide.
Okay. So they don't have to buy a professional card. They just use a simple, any grocery store card or anything.
Absolutely. Nice.
And what are you doing going across like that?
I'm actually smoothing the film out because I'm going to make a cut and I'm going to trim it to final size. Okay. What we've done with the scissors, David, is we've cut it so this line is trimmed and this line is trimmed, and that's what I've set as my two guidelines. But I have overlap of the film on this side and this side.
Oh, I see. Okay, so two sides are even already, and you're going to cut two sides.
Right. And I'm going to use this to trim. It's going to kind of provide a light gap, and it's actually going to add a dynamic as a trim guide.
Let me get in there so
I'm out about two click blades, and I'm pushing way up against the frame.
Let me focus in.
And I'm just going to follow that card all the way down.
Card as a guide.
And then at the end, I'm going to come up. I'm going to place the card, and I'm actually going to come up on the film, trim.
Oh, nice. So you just cut real easy like that.
Nice
comes
and
right
even.
off.
And now I have my final bottom trim. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull, the card is up against the frame.
Okay.
And then I'm going to follow the card with the blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to match my trim up.
Does it have to be exactly to the end?
I mean, as exact as you want to make it nice and the trim look nice and clean.
And is it easy to cut? Does it go fairly easy?
It cuts really easily.
Cuts really easily. And generally, you want a 1/16 of an inch.
That's what we call a light gap. So that allows the water to escape, and it makes for a really nice finished product.
So is it cut in now?
It's cut in now.
It's all done.
Trimmed in. So what I'm going to show you now is still using this this card.
Okay.
Any credit card. You can actually buy the little plastic squeegees at the hardware store as well, and they're used for different things, for like the application of putty and stuff. But I just wanted to show the common purchaser how easy it is just to use really anything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to evacuate the rest of the water from the film.
Okay.
By doing what's called a hard card carding. I put the card in the paper towel that I folded.
Okay.
And each evacuation, for instance, here's water and air right here.
Okay. Oh, so that's water in there. You
water
get those
and air,
out.
and I'm going to press it to the edge, and then the water is going to be absorbed by the paper towel.
How much do you press? Just for a minute?
You want to press pretty hard.
Okay.
Pretty
so
firm.
They won't move it or damage it or hurt it in any way.
Right.
By doing that. Okay.
Right.
And so by you doing that, you're getting out all of the water and air.
Evacuating the water and the air to make it nice and smooth, the surface of the film to look nice and smooth and professionally installed.
Oh, that looks
and here
great.
we go. We're just pushing it out. You can see there's still a couple places, and you can only do so much behind these handles, but just get up as close as you can. And then evacuate it below it. Evacuate the water below it. What's behind the handles will dry. Just give it time.
I see.
There we go. Really, anybody can do this.
And are you almost done?
I'm done.
Really? It's done. Now, will it be totally dry and adhere to the glass? And
it will. You want to give it 3 days. A lot of times in different surfaces, this beaded glass look,
okay,
you can't tell already. It looks like it's dry and it's cured. But literally, you want to not clean this or stress out about it or overthink it for about 2 to 3 days and let it dry down.
Okay.
It'll form a clear bond with the acrylic adhesive behind it. It'll be nice for years to come. It actually has converted this clear pane, bathroom window, into a privacy pane. And it looks really nice and neat. It goes up against the edges. Don't fret if you have little light gaps. You want that.
Okay.
You're not looking at the glass. You traditionally look through the glass, and that's what I want you to do and be happy about. Most everybody in the world that comes into your bathroom now is going to just see this professionally installed, beautiful beaded glass look that would cost you hundreds of dollars more if you were to get the glass actually with this kind of bead to it. And you've done it yourself with a quick and easy film installation.
Great, that looks awesome. And just one other thing, remember, if you have any questions, just shoot Bobby an email. He's happy to help.
Love to hear from you, folks.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.